Hello student, today I will going to explain you chapter number 7 Subhasit Kusumani. So let's start with our heading. Subhasit means the poetry form in which the good thoughts with the charm of poetry added to them. Since those thoughts are expressed or condensed in a 2 3 or 4 line of poetry. Our lesson name is Subhasit Kusumani. Subhasit Kusumani means the flower of a good saying. The simple meaning of Subhasita means good saying. So let's start our introduction. Sushtu Bhasitim Subhasitam. That which is said well is Subhasitam. Inexhaustible treasure of epigram is found in Sanskrit. The literate people that Prithivya Trini Ratnani Jalam Annam Subhasitam means on the earth we have only 3 jewels. These jewels are not a gold and other like diamonds or gems. These 3 gems are Jalam means water, Annam means food, and Subhasitam means good saying. There are 3 gems on the earth: water, food, and wise saying. As the water and food are inevitable for mankind, so is epigram also inevitable. Sanskrit epigrams introduced not only the Indian culture or people, but they also introduce human culture. Hence, they guide every human life beyond the place and time. It is an undertaking to establish the value in a human life. Like a friend, these epigrams help in a character building of a person. These epigrams also supply beautiful illustrations of the fact that how can man experience a happiness and joy by following things which are worthy to be grasped in life. It is a special feature of epigram to convey ocean of a wisdom in a small vessel. 7 epigrams are presented here which beautifully describe the value of a good people's words. Usefulness of a trees, a questions of a virtues with efforts, loss caused by unstable minded person, means of examining man, worth following virtues of a great person, and nature of a resolute person are presented here with a view of impart moral values, good qualities, and life skill in students who are citizens of tomorrow. These Subhasitanis are presented here. So let's start our Subhasita. Our first Subhasita is Siddhistu Leelaya Proktam Sila Likhitam Aksaram Asiddhi Sapathenapi Jale Likhitam Aksharam. Our first word is Siddhistu. Siddhistu means by the good people. Leelaya means casually. Proktam means said. Sila Likhitam Aksharam means written or engraved on the rock. And Asiddhi means a wicked person. Sapathenoktam means said by oath. And Jale means water, and Likhitam Aksharam means written words. So, our translation is as to something said by the good people casually. It is like a letter inscribed on the rock. On the other hand, something that's said by the Wicked people, even under the oath, is like a letter written on the surface of water. As we know that the letter on the surface of water are never constant. They are washed down with the water. Good people are the true to their words. Means the good people always do that they say. They say what they mean. So they don't have to eat their word or go back to their words. Their words are permanent like an inscription on the rock. And another hand, the wicked people are likely to twist or change their words in order to suit their mind or in order to their selfish motive. Their words are like a words written on the water. That means a temporary. We cannot trust on their words. I repeat the translation again. As to something said by good people, casually it is like a letter inscribed on the rock. On the other hand, something said by wicked people, even under the oath, is like a letter written on the surface of water. Our second Subhasita is Sevitavyo Mahavruksha Phalachaya Samanvitam Yadi Devatma Phalam Nasti Yachaya Nirvayate. Phalachaya means having a fruit and a shade. Mahavruksha means a big tree, and Sevitavya means to be resorted or should be served. Devata means by chance, and Chaya means shade. Nivaryate means by whom is prevented or prevented. Sevitavyo Mahavruksha means a big tree having a fruit and shade. Phalam Chaya Samanvita means which had a fruit and shade. A big tree having fruit and shade is worthy to be restored to. Sevitavyo means restored to, and Mahavruksha means a big tree. A big tree having fruits and shade is worthy to be served or restored. Yadi devat phalam nasti chaya kena nivaryate means even if by chance there is a no fruit, who can prevent shade? Means when one takes shelter under a big tree, one is at least sure of being able to enjoy the cool shade. If it is the season for the fruit, it will also give you fruit, and it is your additional benefit. It is good to cultivate a friendship with a great and successful person. By this Subhasit, our poet tells us about the good person and the wicked person. Means we should always be a friend of a good and successful person and never do a friendship with a wicked person or wicked people. Good people are like a tree that bear fruits and also give the shade. Our third Subhasita is Aropyate Sila Saile Yatnen Mahata Yatha Nipatyate Kshanenada Tathatma Guna Dosayo. Kshane means in a moment. Rushta means angry. Aropyate Sila Saile Yatnen Mahata Yatha. Mahata Yatnen means with a great effort. Shaile means the mountain or a पर्वत. Aropyate means is placed. Kshanena. Kshane means for a moment, and adhya means down. Nipatyate. Nipatyate means pushed down. Kshanenada means for a single moment. Gunadoshayo means virtues and defect. Aropyate Silasaile Yatnen Mahata Yatha means a builder is placed on the mountain with very much or a mighty effort, but it is pushed down in a moment. Nipatyate kshanenadya tatha atma guna dosayo means likewise in the case of a soul due to virtues or a vices. I repeat the translation of a whole slok again. A boulder is placed on the mountain with the mighty efforts. It is pushed down in a moment. Likewise in the case of soul due to the virtues or vice. I explain the meaning. Cultivation virtues and building up the good character is required good effort and a long time. If we want to make ourselves good and a successful person, we have to take some time and we have to use that habitat. So cultivation of a virtue and building a good character require a lot of effort and a long time. The downfall take place in the moment means the downfall means we lost our character and virtues in a one moment only. So the downfall take a place in a moment and particularly required no effort. It do not need of a effort to downfall. One should be cautious of forever. So every person should be careful about it and try not to be a downfall. Our fourth Subhasita is Kshane Rushta Kshane Tushta. Rushtah Tushta Kshane Kshane. Avyavavasthita prasado api bhayankara. Kshane means a moment. Rushta means angry. Tushta means pleased. Avyavasthita chittasya means whose mind is deranged. Prasada means a favor and bhayankara means terrible. Kshane rushtam kshane tushtam rushtam tushtam kshane kshane. Avyavasthita chittasya prasadopi bhayankaram means he is displeased in a one moment. Kshane rushta means displeased in a one moment. Kshane tushta means pleased in a next moment. Rushta tushta kshane kshane, even a favor from one whose mind is deranged is terrible. Means avyavasthita chittasya means whose mind is deranged. Prasadopi bhayankara means it will be a terrible for us. So our translation is he is displeased in a one moment and pleased in the next moment. Even a favor from the one whose mind is deranged is terrible. I explain the meaning. Unpredictable person is a problem for others. It is very difficult to work with him. The person whose mind is deranged. Deranged means he every time change his mind and thought, so he cannot be easily work with other, and it is also not beneficial for other person, or it is terrible for the other person to work with the person like this, who change his mind every time. Our fifth subhasita is yatha chaturbihi kanakam parikshate निगर्षण छेदन तापताड़ने तथा चतुर्भिः पुरुष परीक्ष्यते श्रुतेन शीलेन गुणेन कर्मणा. यथा, यथा means just as, yatha tatha means just as, both the words have a same meaning. Nigarshana chedanam tapatadane. Nigarshanam means rubbing. Nigarshanam means by rubbing, cutting or hitting, and also shrinking. Chaturbhi means by the four. Kanakam means gold. Parikshyate means to be tested. Shrutena means for the knowledge or by the knowledge. Silena means by character. Karmana by work. Purusha means a human being or a man. Yatha chaturbi kanak parikshate nigarshana chedanam tapatadane means as gold is to be tested in a four ways. First is by rubbing, cutting, hitting and striking. Tatha chaturbi purusha parikshyate means man is also tested in four ways. As the gold is tested in a four ways like rubbing, cutting, hitting and striking, man is also be tested by four ways or in four ways. Which are these four ways? By education, character, virtue and work. Our translation is, as the gold is tested in a four ways by rubbing, cutting, hitting and striking, man is also tested in a four ways by education, character, virtues and work. I explain the meaning. All the glitter is not gold, so the tests are advised to separate the real, genuine gold from the fake imitation. Similarly, the education, character, virtues and work are the four tests to determine the worth of a person. Our sixth subhasita is आपत्सु राम समरेषु भीमः दानेषु कर्णश्च नयेषु कृष्ण भीष्मः प्रतिज्ञा परिपालनेषु विक्रांत कार्येषु भवा अंजनेय. आपत्सु राम, आपत्सु means in the calamities. Samareshu means in the battle. Daneshu means in the charity. Nayeshu means in a politics. Pratigya paripalaneshu means in act of fulfilling the pledge. Vikrant karyeshu means in the act of a victory or valor. Anjaneya means Hanuman or the son of Anjana. Apatsurama Samaresu Bhima. Apatsurama means to be just like a ram in a calamities, means we have to become just like a Lord Rama in calamities. Samaresu Bhima means in the battle we should be just like a Bhima. Daneshu Karnascha, and for the charity or for the act of charity, we should become like a Karna. As we all know that Karna is most famous as a Daneshwari Karna. Nayeshu Krishna. Nayeshu means in the politics. In the politics, we should become just like a Lord Krishna. Bhishma Pratigna Paripalaneshu. And in the fulfilling pledge, we should become like a Bhishma. Vikrantakaryeshu Bhavanjaneyam, and we should become like a Hanuman in the act of a valor. Our translation is: be like a Ram in calamities, be like a Bhim in battles, be like a Karna in an act of charity, be like a Krishna in a politics, be like a Bhim in Bhishma in fulfilling the pledge, and be Hanuman in the act of valor. I explain the meaning. In this word, some elderly person is blessing the younger person to be the best in everything or every field which you have. The ideal set before them are well known. Our seventh subhasita is Prarambhatena khalu vigna bhayena niche. प्रारभ्य विघ्न विहता वीरम अंतिमत्या विघ्नेः पुनः पुनरपि प्रतिहन्य माना प्रारभ्य चोत्तम जना न परित्यज्यन्ति. Means prarambhate means in the starting or in the starting of any work. Vigna bhavena means do not be being afraid of a difficulties or a obstacle. Khalu means indeed. Niche means by the lower kinds. Vigna vihata means stuck down by the obstacle. Madhya means in the middle. Punarapi means again and again. Viramanti means stop. Vighne pratihanyamana means being stuck down by harassed by obstacle. Uttam jana means the good people or a best kind of people. Na parityajyanti means do not give up. So let's start our translation. Prarambhatena khalu vigna bhayena niche means indeed the beginning of any work is not made by the lower person owing the fear of obstacle. Prarambhatena khalu vigna bhayena niche means the beginning of any work is not made by the lower person owing the fear of obstacle. Means the person who is fear or scared by the obstacle come in his way never do or anything or never be successful in his life. Prarabhya vigna vihita viramanti madhya means in the middle one stop after starting when they are stuck down by difficulties. Vighne punarapi pratihanyamana prarambha cha uttam janana parijyate means once having started, the best kind of person do not give up their work even though the obstacle come again and again. Here our poet tried to explain us the importance of our works and don't be fearful with the obstacles which comes in the way of our life. The translation is indeed in the beginning of any work started by lower person owing the fear and obstacle is never be successful. The middle one stop after starting when they are struck down by the difficulties. One having started the best kind of person do not give up even though they are beset with the difficulties again and again. I explain the meaning. Lowest are filled with negative thoughts. They do not start the work because they are afraid of difficulties or of obstacle. The the medicals are the enthusiastic and starting any activity, but when they encounter the problems or obstacle, their enthusiasm disappear. But the best person always do their work even after obstacles and never give up their work or never give up their way.